know.
I understand why it's about respect. You're right.
Yeah,
it's about respect.
But you know what? I can see why studs would be upset on this note. You and your girl break up, right? And then 2 days later, she's with your friend. I can see that. And then I can also see 2 days later, you're at the club and she come in with somebody else 2 days later.
That shouldn't matter.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Time shouldn't matter?
No, I'm just for some, like, if it's somebody that has no ties to you, like you broke up with this girl, y'all decided y'all weren't gonna be together. You out in the club, are you in the club just because you're in the club by yourself? She can't bring somebody with her. She's supposed to be like, do you really need a person to per se more in the relationship as long as you do?
That's how some feel though.
I know, but that's like a problem. Like,
okay,
if I was dating
why?
you, and I come, say 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, if I was dating you and I come to the club, we broke off and I come to the club with somebody else, don't come over there acting a fool.
Okay, but check this out. What if you live together for 10 years? And it happened before. You've been together for 10 years, you break up, and the very next day, she with your partner.
Man, I would be so okay with that.
That's your partner. That's between you and your partner. Like,
who would you hit first?
I wouldn't hit either one of them, to be honest.
Me neither. I wouldn't. I guess if we broke up, it really wouldn't make any difference.
It doesn't really excite me that you have my scraps.
Pretty much.
See that? Your scraps.
It's like bacon drippings.
Yeah, like it doesn't excite me. Especially if we've been together for 10 years and you've been
waiting to
you've
get
been
in
crawling around for 10 years trying to get
basically,
in?
yeah.
Are you serious?
But I can see how studs get upset. Don't get upset. Y'all don't get upset. Just move on.
And don't attack the new stud. The new stud may not even know that y'all were together. Your girl might not even mention your name, what you look like, may not have even told the new stud that y'all was even in a relationship. But you see in the club, you run up on her like it's her fault.
Get in the jaw when she come to the club.
Why is it her fault? She ain't even expecting you to hit a stop sucker punching people.
Yeah, like
Don't start a conversation and then just hit somebody.
I'm still trying to figure out why they getting bent out of shape anyway, because it's not a competition anymore. Obviously, look, here it is. Like, obviously, you were let go. You were let go, and you were probably immediately replaced if you hadn't already been replaced while y'all was still together. Okay, so let's just scratch that. Let's just say y'all show up at the club, and you see your girl, ex-girl, because you probably still have that possession mentality. You see your ex-girl with somebody else. It don't even have to be a friend. It could be a random stranger from like 2 states away. Why do you get mad? Why are you trying to intimidate? Like,
that's just feelings.
I need some valid explanations here, other than insecurity, other than
possession.
Possession. Like, you feel like this chick is your territory. Like, you pissed all on her. I mean, we're not dogs. I mean, so why are you treating the situation like that? Leave her alone.
That's a question for y'all. So y'all email us back and let us know what y'all think. Like, what is it? What is it that makes people do stuff like that? I mean, obviously we don't agree with it. I mean, if it's not for you, move around. There's something out there for you. Get your swag on. Stop dwelling in the past.
Seriously, I've seen people in the clubs. I've seen people remember when we used to roll at the park? Mm-hmm. And as soon as they see their ex with somebody else, I mean, it's always drama. It's always fight. So much so that nobody even wants to date that girl anymore. Like, they just don't feel like dealing with it. The phone calls, the harassment, the scratched up cars, the toilet paper and the eggings. Is that really necessary? You know what I mean?
It's real mature. The whole situation, the whole mentality, all that is real mature.
But studs, check this out. Once you come to a part of maturity and you look back, you'll see that it's not worth it. There's a lot of studs out there have questions like we're answering, and you really don't know why you're acting this way. A lot of it, like we say, has to do with insecurity. A lot of it has to do with false hopes, because we think if we just keep doing this long enough, we'll get that person back. So, just check yourself and, get your Nintendo Wii.
Play something.
Do something to keep yourself busy,
Yeah.
On the cool.
Go to gym.
Even though you may think that you're intimidating somebody or whatever, really you acting real Nelly. You know what I mean? You're acting real Nelly. That's an ish shit right there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have any respect for that. Like, you're going to run across the wrong person one day, and you're going to get knocked out. For what? For an ex. For the past.
Somebody you can't even take home.
Seriously.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Somebody who wants to.
I don't know. Like, you should have a certain respect about yourself. Like, I'm just too fresh for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't have that. I wouldn't call it arrogance, but at least that confidence about it, to where they like, well, that's where I was. This is where I am now.
Right.
I stepped up. So then again, some people, they step down, and that's why they act like that.
That's a lot of stepping down. It's like a stairwell.
Man, it's like falling down that joint.
Yeah.
Tripping.
Call you tumbler.
So don't sweat over stuff like that. You know, just pull yourself together and stay classy. Get yourself a black shirt like we all have on tonight.
V-neck.
Yeah, V-neck. Definitely got a V-neck. That's a plus.
Gotta have a V-neck.
It's gotta be a V-neck. So you can have like you have broad shoulders. You can carry the world.
Yeah.
And your new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we through with this right here.
So
hopefully we answered some of the question. So hopefully we did.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, out of the way.
Out of the way.
Move around.
And our next question. How do you deal with friends who want more than friendship?
Ooh.
It's a lot of friends out there, y'all cool. Like y'all just cool.
Tight.
And you got friends out there that's just your homegirl that want more than friendship. Some of them are saying they want more, and some of them you can't tell if they want more because they're not really telling you. So
but
how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, they're kind of funny though. Yeah, how do you deal with that?
I never experienced that, so I'm just gonna sit back and ride.
All right,
For real?
moving on. How do you deal with that?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
I guess it depends on the friend. Like
Really?
Yeah, I mean a lot of friends. I don't know about most people, but like a lot of friends try to push to a relationship, and if I'd rather keep you as a friend, then that's just what you're gonna be.
Okay.
You know what? I have dealt with it before. It's a true story. I was talking to the female. We was like this, and we still like this. And she wanted to have more than friendship or whatever. So we tried to go there. It was the worst thing I could have ever done in my life.
Why?
Because it didn't work, man. We was too cool. We crossed the line. We crossed the line. We shouldn't have. It's almost like going to Mexico and we don't have an ID.
Did you feel dirty?
Yes. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. We shouldn't have went there. We still cool, but after things went down, we didn't talk for like 2-3 years.
Wow.
And then we came back
Really?
together and started talking.
I'll be honest. I have like I don't know if I want to call it a fear, but I'm very leery of crossing that line because losing a friend is horrible. I'd rather keep a friend than try to make it something greater. You know what I'm saying? And
I
lose
agree.
it all together.
Yeah.
Good friends, people that like ride or die, they are priceless. They're irreplaceable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I have to shut you down every day, or even vice versa, if I have to be shut down every day for the sake of maintaining a relationship between us that could be possibly lifelong. Hardly any relationship these days are guaranteed to last as long as some friendships. And if I already have your friendship on lock and guaranteed and we are a compliment to each other, I guess I'll call it a fear. I have a fear of risking that loss. I do. Because I don't keep friends. I really don't keep friends. I really don't fool with many people. So those that are that close into my space are very important to me. And regardless of how they feel about me or vice versa, the loss is more of a risk than a good one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seriously in agreement. I've lost a really, really good friend, like literally kindred spirits, over something that didn't even really even happen. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really take that much to blur the line.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It could just be feelings. It could be an exchange of words. But for whatever reason, you're goofy, man. For whatever reason, it's like sometimes you can't go backwards to that comfortable spot, that comfortable space. And, to me that's sad. Like, especially for somebody, that just was, or could have been a lifelong friend. Like, everything about your connection, everything about your energy just on point.
Yeah.
And to know that you can lose something so precious in just a fleeting moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you. I cannot fathom losing that ever again.
It almost makes me think about the person that is that friend and pushes for more. Why don't they, or do they even value it or understand the risk that comes along with it? Do you